Okay, are we live? Yeah, for technical difficulties here. Never a dull moment here. Oh, we got Donald Ritchie going slow here. Okay, so start talking. Donald Ritchie down pit road. P22. Don't know what happened to the 43 as the leaders go by. Chris Beckman in the lead. P2, the highwayman Christopherson. P3, Rick Johnson. Mark DeCenza, we didn't get to make our picks, so I guess it's too late. Hale P5. We got a stud field here. Dude, this is Charlotte. You know, we had a cat named Charlotte because my stepmom found it in a phone booth in Charlotte, North Carolina when my dad was
Nice.
there racing.
I just checked out what happened to the 43. Got loose, went into the wall, so he's probably getting some damage fixed. No other people involved, but he hit that wall hard, straight on.
So we're getting to going here now. We're getting all our stuff and ducks in a row here. So
43 coming back out of pit just as the pack comes out.
we got driver and King of the Hill winner Dan Jones also on the call tonight. I'm going to go in car here. I'm going with Rick Johnson here. Look,
All
one
right.
and two are completely different than three and four here.
Oh,
car on the wall.
Save there by the 53, looks like.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
TG Reese
Three and
barely
four
hanging
is
on
kind
there.
of a sweeping, not much of banking, but the exit coming out of four to get on it and not hit that wall, and then apex the two corners on the straightaway, and then you're
And you
gonna
can
get a double apex, turn one and turn two, and then a straight line straightaway into three and four.
yeah, turn 1 and 2, it kind of drops downhill into a little ditch there through the corner. Chris
Extreme
Beckman
tire
in
wear
control.
can happen here. You got studs in the field. 43 back down on the apron there. Oh, Rick Johnson having to feather it. And he's getting freight train now on the inside, which happens in turn three, and you got to stay wide there. Very difficult. This track is not pretty wide, except on the straightaway. Love listening to him feather that gas. Here comes Slim on the inside. What's Slim gonna do today? Gosh darn it! First of all, he needs a good connection here. Former champion. By the way, these guys have negotiated this start. Excellent.
Yeah, this setup was very loose on Tuesday in the chicken run, but here tonight, seems
Well,
very
when you got
stable.
very loose, you know the car's going to be, great later.
Here goes the number 3 for the number 1 position.
So you got to take it
Oh, Chris
easy with
Beckman
these
around
cars.
turn
Turn
2.
into the wall, the 41.
Oh, big pile up on the
06
backstretch.
of Bill Farmer backs into him. Melee on the back straightaway. There's a 16 of Dan Francisconi running P. Yeah, P18. Yeah, but running well there. We know the story of Scony.com. It is worth your while to Google that. And
Here we go. Chris
okay,
Beckman had
here
just
we
gotten
go.
past and was falling back, trying to get in line. And looks like he got either loose or came down a little bit too.
A little help from my
A
friends.
little help, a little meet together, and then
Oh, Farmer, he didn't know what to do to his
Farmer.
sponsor there. He just locked him up, and he's still back in. At least he didn't get hit in the face. He got hit in the butt right there.
Yeah, but that'll make the car really
my
loose tonight.
gosh.
See, Ken Hansen gets a piece of the wall
Ken
too.
Hansen hard into the wall.
Wow, look at that Wolfpack car. Was that Brad Otto threading the needle there? And then Tom Jackson comes along collecting Dave Ellens as well.
Tom Jackson, Pops Margison. Oh, carnage. No bueno.
I want to watch that from Brad Otto's perspective.
This will get your stick of the pecker right here. You see smoke.
See smoke, he's on the binders. And whoa. That is your Allstate Good Hands move of the night right there, I'd say.
Yeah, it's time to go to Vegas, Marine. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
Fantastic heads-up driving to slow down and to slalom through that wreck there by Brad Otto.
Obviously, the league, these guys are all pros, but still, always the topic is you see smoke, slow down.
And that's why.
Old trickle ain't out here tonight.
Yeah, the Cole Trickle thing does not work, and Brad Otto just brilliantly demonstrated why. So good move there.
The slower you can get it down, the better options you have to control your car. At 180 miles an hour, these things are, you got one move and that's it.
Doris Gately checking in, cheering for Slim, and
Hi,
Richard
Doris.
Condary cheering for Jay. Man, I don't know if Jay has to count that one or not. Why don't we watch that one from Jay's perspective?
Well, there's two sides to every story. So, yep, let's take a look at that.
There he is, driving off into that sun and dog leg. And he's holding a nice, pretty line down low.
41 you can't get much lower than that because you're gonna you lose camber on the with that left front. So let's look from here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at it from Greg's perspective too.
And that's what makes this track so challenging. There ain't much room here, folks.
Yeah, obviously the non-binding call, I'd have to say there was more down than up motion there, but it looks like Several cars involved in that. Jay seems to be okay. I don't know how Chris's car is. Bill Farmer backed in pretty hard. Dave Ellen's got a small
so
piece of
what do you
that.
do here now?
Tom Jackson came in kind of late there, getting into that one too. Might have some front end issues. Trying to look at his car on my other monitor here. He looks okay. The lights are off on the FSB pace car. We got Jeff Hale in the lead. Mark DeRocket
Do
descends
we
in
have
second.
stops there or what?
Yeah, everybody stopped.
Okay, so we were watching, obviously, with that many green flag laps, not to this track will chew your tires up.
Here's another onboard look at it from Tom Jackson. You can see what he saw rolling up to it. See smoke. Starts slowing a little late, but at this point, not much you could do to miss pops, and pop right in the rear end. Oh, you can see the back end of Bill Farmer's car. The series sponsor there, not looking so good.
Well, it's tough in the rear with the gear.
His show is. And hey, where did he come from? Ryan Johnson, your Pro Cup winner at Charlotte this year. He's sitting P3 tonight. Up here in the mix early with his teammates.
Well, here comes the Wisman down low, right out the gate, trying to work the 40 here. Backs it off.
Yeah, Rick Johnson gets underneath Slim Jim.
Oh. Rick Johnson is really looking strong here. He's always been strong here. You have to be decisive, and you got to trust the guys around you too. But at some point, you have to save tires, especially when you know it's going to be long runs here.
Senza looking for the lead back, and he's probably going to bring Ryan Johnson with him. Nope,
Jeff
Jeff's
Hale
going to close the
making
door.
a pass there.
No, other way around.
Smoke.
All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Car, I feel like doing the icky shuffle right now. Can we get that on camera? I don't know. If I stand up, then you just see my belt, but. Ryan Johnson being aggressive on 29. This is not what we usually see from the 59 here. But, dudes, they have tracks, and dudes have tracks that they like, and he makes the pass.
Yep. Good job, Ryan.
Oh, he's getting it. And those are the areas you have to pass.
Underneath Shane goes Slim Jim and Greg Palmer. It looks like Matt Watkins
Ryan
next.
Johnson on the 3 car. We know him for fuel saving and tire saving, and he is coming up. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Meanwhile, we got the 41 down pit road. Chris Beckman down pit road. Car is damaged. To see what they do. And they park it. 41 of Chris Beckman is out. P1, Ryan Johnson.
Shane underneath Greg Palmer. Watkins is going to follow him through.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned that guy.
Nope. They both got stalled. Meanwhile, Rick Castle. Wow, he's coming up.
Well, we were talking, we always call him and Rick Johnson the Co-Goats, but I came up with a new name and now I forgot it. Too many Budweisers. Maybe it'll come to me, but.
Constant winners.
Okay, I got it. The Goat Boys.
The Goat Boys. They're not the goats that you kind of scream at and they fall over on their side. They're the goats that don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a couple generations off the farm here. Slim Jim Gately, P6, let's go.
He's having a good night tonight.
Well, God needs a break, I mean, it's so hard. We've all experienced that in sim racing when your connection is not up there. He's a stand-up guy. One of the most respected people I've ever raced against in the 18 years, or was it 19 years? Yeah, 18 years at FSB. And when you can't race. Look at him racing close here now.
Matt Watkins underneath Shane Weissman.
I think we lost Sean or something here, but that's all right.
We'll keep her going.
We can talk.
There's a lot of good racing going on here, everywhere.
Absolutely. Folks, you don't know how hard this is. Always talk about your friends and co-workers, Cruise on over. We'll have a couple beers. I'll get you on the simulator and just see if you can run around Daytona.
Yeah, just see if you can run around
and
and
do
then
that. You just gotta
you get Rick Johnson or your
by yourself,
Slim Jim or Greg Palmer or Matt Watkins in your mirror, and never mind keeping the car straight. You got these guys in your mirror, and you kind of do a Kevin Harvick once in a while. Hit a wall or two.
Yeah, absolutely. So as a driver, you're starting to see a green flag run here, and of course we didn't pay attention to, or maybe I didn't. When they pitted.
The caution happened on lap 13. They would have taken the flag on 14, meaning they would have pitted 15 and 16, taking the restart about 18.
Well, because, that push from Ryan Johnson early
Greg Palmer
is starting to make his right front tire angry here. Because now he's starting to get past.
Oh, 22 around.
Self-spin on Greg Palmer.
Yeah, well,
and
what do you do?
I think he didn't hit anything.
Field like this, definitely want to get track position, but Ryan Johnson's got to be thinking right now, this was good.
Yes, or did I wear my tires out getting up here first?
Well, now they're going to have to pit. Everybody's going to have to pit, so.
Oh yeah, always pit for tires here.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, Mr.
Hey,
Bill.
Bill. A little
Uh,
accident.
Yeah, tough break there, man. We saw what happened.
Yeah, the 124. I guess didn't see it in time, and
Well, it's tough
Well,
too
you
because you
did
start jumping
everything
off the
you could
throttle
do.
there.
You locked him up, went backwards, and got
yeah,
butt hurt right there.
yeah. Well, and then I went and got it fixed up. I came back out on the pit road under yellow, and I was looking at it from the aerial view of my car, and I was like, "This is not going to work out." And
No,
as soon as I got on the track, in turn one, I could barely hang on. I go, "I'm just going to be the one causing another yellow here," so I parked it. So.
Not
yeah,
enough
it's hard
preparation
enough
H.
being
Yeah, we
loose on a
saw the
track like this.
41 do the same thing. Yeah.
At Charlotte, you need a spoiler big time.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, thank you
Bill.
guys for doing the broadcast every week.
Hey.
We all appreciate it.
And thanks for
Yeah,
sponsoring
good
the
seeing you
series
out
once
tonight.
again.
Yep. Too bad it was a little short lived for me, but I'll see you on the next one.
All right, it was good to
Excellent,
hear
Bill.
from you,
All
Bill.
right. Take care, gentlemen.
All right,
Yeah.
better luck.
Hey, buddy. Mark DeCenza down pit road. Jeff
Yeah, everybody
Hale,
down pit road.
These pros 52 around it. 3.
He's fine.
Man, dude, look how hard that is.
Look at that angle.
That's
Oh, and 9 has
beautiful.
to back up.
When you lose track
Can't
of
handstands back
vision
up.
and you have to get around guys, man, that stuff is tough, dude.
Jeff Hale out
Jeff
first.
Hale out there. Get
Mark
some.
DeCenza, Ryan Johnson. What a race.
I like Tide. I washed my
I
clothes
love that
with it.
car.
It's a classic.
We often comment on Jeff in our racing channel. Can't really say that stuff here.
You're like, why are they all going with him? How are they going to beat him if they all go with him?
We call him the Pied Piper. We can say that for sure.
We can say, yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's just it. The Pied Piper when it comes to super speedway racing.
Well, it's been a long time since I raced against him, retard, and but I'm sure you can say the same thing as I remember when that guy's on it and he's behind you. You're scared.
Mirror driving, the Kevin Harvick way.
This guy is when he right, he right.
Well, see, the way my season's going, I'd like to see him in my rearview mirror instead of being looking at his back bumper. Because I figured it out last night, between all the series I'm running, I've finished second 8 times behind Hale and Matkins this season.
Right there to take win if they get a little loose in the corner and use up their stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like that's ever going to happen.
I know, right? And you got to beat them out of the pits, or you got to learn something new. Or I tell you, they're the hardest guys to pass.
Oh my God,
As
Tom
yourself.
Jackson, our teammate, just nailed it. Look at that. He says he's the Tide Piper. Love it. Love it.
Way to go, Tom.
Hey, Jim Ray checking in. Good to see Jim. I guarantee you, I know who he's pulling for.
Can't get enough of this stuff. Yeah, or, I'm a driver, man. I don't pay a lot of attention to numbers, so I'm completely lost here. But I know, okay, about 35 to 37 laps. If you can do that a few times, you'll make 160. Long way to go, but
Yeah.
these drivers already thinking that is in your head. If this goes green, what do I have? If not, what plan do I have? Do I want to You know,
This is a
trends of the race, like Larry Reynolds, Danny Falcon loves that stuff when I say
the
that. The
Trians.
trends
The Trians at Charlotte are usually a
there's going to
bunch
be
early cautions.
cautions. So,
Chris Beckman checking out early. Thanks for better luck next time, bud. It was very early to go out. This is one of the longest races too, being based off the 600
yeah,
miler.
absolutely. The
But the
percentage really,
trans,
yeah.
the trans are for a lot of cautions early, and then to finish with long green flag runs.
Absolutely.
And the window is about 32 to, as Milty was saying, you could stretch it to 36, 37 here because one thing Charlotte has over the other 1.5 milers is a lot of time off throttle as those tires wear, and it can take advantage of that to get a little extra fuel mileage out of it. Who's probably the number one suspect in pulling that? Well, you're looking at him right there in P3, Ryan Johnson, and a couple cars back of him, Matt Watkins. I'd watch for the 15 and 59 if this goes to a fuel mileage race, and we are back to green here on lap 36 of 160.
Well, obviously, the 59 is, he's saying his first rodeo. But when you're used to, saving fuel, the thing is like you said, he probably ran Tuesday, right?
Ryan does not usually run the chicken run now.
Okay, but you still, man, you gotta feel, you gotta see. Oh, it goes Rick Johnson.
Bold
He
move
ain't
through the
lying
dog leg
about
there.
right now, and Matt Watkins, the Goat brothers are.
Oh, Matt's a little loose in the middle of the corner.
Oh, that's so close right there. My gosh.
You can see that 15 slush puppy
How
machine
did
was
they
just...
make that corner?
And he made passes too. Matt Watkins was porpoising through the corner and he still made the pass.
Matt Watkins has got the quickest hands I've ever seen. Reason why I know that is because when we did the 24 hours of Le Mans together, he sent me a replay and was like, I'm just not as fast as you. I don't understand. I've never seen
Yeah, right.
anybody drive a prototype Porsche sideways on every corner and survive a lap at Le Mans.
Yeah, that's probably not a good long-term strategy, but it
It
made for
was
a
the
hell of a
most
hot lap.
amazing thing I ever saw. I was like, your hands are so quick. I've never seen that in my life. And he was a young fella back then. He's still young compared to me, but
Ooh, a
now,
little dicey there coming off floor.
the 29 went way wide there and lost several spots.
He had to
These guys
pedal it to keep from hitting
they're
that
not
wall.
lying about. Let's look at these lap times. They're running qualifying laps here. They're not messing around. Look at this gaggle. Look, as a driver, you're sitting in this moment right now, and your intensity level is extreme, and you're trying not to let other thoughts get into your head because you got to focus. But at the same time, you have to be crew chief. Rick Johnson goes
51
by.
way up the hill. He also has to pedal it to keep off the wall. Hangs
Same
on to
fit,
it.
but he loses like 5 spots right there.
He's still got more to lose. Here's the freight train just keeps on coming, and he is stuck on the high side.
You speak of trends that we're starting to see trends, guys, pushing. This field is being aggressive tonight. Here comes Slim Jim on the inside of. Gosh, I missed it. Slim Jim Gately making a pass there on Shane Wisman. Liam is in. He's sitting there on a sack of seeds here. He's got no worries right now. Connection looks great. Now he can be who he is. Working on the 86 of DJ Sorrentino. Not getting it done yet here, but he's coming in the catbird seat right here. I like, sitting there working on P5. Of course, this is work that's gonna, work his tires here. DJ, that's a great race right here. Wisman, side by side. This track. Wow. Control here is unbelievable. Eventually, once you get forced high for DJ, now the freight train's coming. Rick Johnson went all the way back in the weeds, almost to 10th, and now he's slowly working back. And this is ebbing and flowing.
All right, thanks, Tom Jackson, pointing out in the chat that the Elgato mix got messed up there.
Man,
Another
that's
casualty
close.
of that reboot. And now we got sounds from the main game coming through. Yeah, you'll be lagging there, Tom. I had to fix it.
Man, at this point now as a driver, you're like, okay, we've been through some stuff here. Now they go final. Oh my gosh, I survived that. That's some stressful stuff there. Now the field's starting to spread out a little. This is typical Charlotte too. How bad did these guys handle their right front tire around all this good times here? Here comes Rick Castle. Trying to take a look at the 86. DJ, let guys by. Sometimes that hammers you, a little bit. Run out on that outside line. Pit stops. What are we looking at here? They're a little ways here, probably.
A little ways off here. We restarted around 36, I believe. A little bit of connection jitter out of Jeff Hale there.
Because they're all thinking, talking to their teammates, going, what do we do now? Okay, we had that little battle. Now we gotta, how do we want to attack each other? Attack our opponents.
Right there we got fan favorite Den Francisconi, Charlotte being one of those tracks he likes to run. He's hanging tough there. Currently scored in the, let's wait for it to scroll through, 15th spot there with the 16 car.
That guy is the most amazing person you could ever possibly want to beat. You race against him, you don't even realize that this guy's, driving with the back of his hands on a keyboard. Here comes Greg Palmer taking a look at the 124 and he's also taking a look at the 86. 6 here. He's struggling here. He's worked that outside line because he had to let guys by. Once he got freight train there, it's just great driving by DJ though, because I've been in that position before. That car's really not turning well now. But the driver's skill to manage that outside line when dudes are dogging you is incredible. And not hitting the wall. That's DJ ain't done yet here, but what he wants to do is settle back into a spot where he can just regroup here and stay with the pack. Rick Johnson, kind of status quo. Wisman, great run for the 34 here. These guys are now they're all kind of like measuring each other. Looking at lap times, though, the cars are still pretty fast. Slim Jim Gately, last lap 30.8, best lap 30.5. It's just they're all starting to think smart here. What do we do now, you know? Are these guys good or what? And the degradation of lap times is all about 4 or 5, half a second. Come on, Brady. What is that? Tenths? Watkins out front now. This, I took a break this year, from Friday night. He always busy, but definitely been winning races here this year in different series. Life is life, so you can only dedicate something, especially when you want to win the championship. But he out here tonight, and this is Matt Watkins.
Hard to compete. Oh, Matt showed up.
Dude is just amazing.
I know, it's just unreal.
We're all really good. I'm still pretty good. I'm going to be running 12 hours of Sebring next month. Gonna try to do some S races before that. I can still wall pretty good, but when you see a driver like that,
yeah, we're fighting for second and third now.
Yeah, we're fighting for. I might be fighting for 25th.
Yeah, look at all these guys: Hale, Mark, Ryan, Jim.
Riding on board here with Rick Johnson.
Slim Jim, yep. Rick Johnson.
Look at that bump in about 3/4 of the way through 1 and 2. It's like dropping off a cliff.
Oh, here comes Hale for Matt.
Yeah, Hale's looking for the lead.
Apex. Think about this corner. It's like a double apex. Got a left in the middle, and then you want to catch that line, but you hit that
somebody
line
into the pops there.
Caution on the speedway. I believe Dan said Pops was involved.
Yeah, he was magnetized to the wall and came out in the wrong spot.
That's a great way to say it. Once you get stuck, you're stuck.
You see, they were
Yeah, he
catching him to
tried,
lap him.
tried to
And
move
yeah.
out of the way.
Yep, a wall glue takes effect. And oh,
Whoa, they're locking
that
it up
collects the
on the
22 and the
straightaway.
86. And Dave Ellens, oh, he gets a piece
Oh,
there at the last
best of
second.
both sneaks. Some good cars out. That's too bad.
Heavy damage to the
Okay,
22, Greg
driver.
Palmer.
Now what you gotta do is, okay, where's my track position and where's my pit stall? All of a sudden, I may be pitted in front or behind somebody. I need to know right now. And you're gonna do this on the fly. So right now, you gotta remember, I'm in car with Shane Wisman. Where's my pit stall? Where's Slim Jim right in front of me?
Oh,
Where
Ken
are these
Hansen.
other guys? I gotta make sure you see them spread out. Okay, you know, Slim Jim is thinking he knows he's pitting later, so he makes sure and makes that happen early. Now you come in here with Wisman into your stall. Wow,
Ken Hansen.
folks, you don't know how hard that is. I mean, the 22 with severe damage, Greg Palmer in front of Wisman. He's got to get around him. And there goes Slim Jim on the outside. You never can stop thinking, you know. Already clutching Wisman. This guy's good. Man, if I got out here, I'd be like last.
I find that
No.
hard to believe.
Yeah, Ken Hansen did a little spin coming into the pits, lost a couple positions.
I heard a noise. I was like, what the heck was that? It was my wife closing my door. Forgot to close it. You're so loud. Okay, like 94 laps left here. You break that up. That's, you know, 2-stop window here. So, with some options. I'm just gonna enjoy. I'm still stuck on the Wisman in the 34 his cockpit and watching him clutching right out from the gate. I mean, just working it. You know, I didn't start to think about that stuff until later. You know, these guys are on it. You know, from the minute, every little constantly. It all matters, you know, if it comes down to it. Wisman's thinking here right now. Okay. As the lights go out, one to go. There's a great feeling of like coast right down low under the 20 coast, and they're all doing this. You know, I had a button Depends what kind of rig you have. Some guys use the clutch pedal. Back in the day, I had the old Microsoft Sidewinder. And then later in my career, I had the G27, but you set a button for pushing your clutch in. Because you don't need a clutch in this sim for anything else. Or really, any sim, really.
Nah, I mean, especially stock cars.
It's not like my dad's day where heel and toe. My dad was, of course, he's, up for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well, stock
here-
cars use the straight cut gears and Jericho transmissions, so they don't
Yeah.
actually need the clutch to shift.
But heel and toe, I can show you, Sean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't doubt it.
As we go green here, let's go. Come on. This guy's badass. Is this great racing? I mean, are you kidding me?
Lap 68 of 160. Say it's a two-stopper from here.
Watkins really getting on it here. Think about Matt, this man, when he gets his intensity going. What is his plan here? Is he working it, or is he going to try to push a little bit here? If you talk about trends, just like you said earlier, it's probably either dial it back a little bit.
Meanwhile, where did they come from? The 40 of Jim Christopherson and the 9 of Ken Hansen. They're up here in the top 10, looking to mix it up with this lead group.
Hale pushes up a little bit there. Every time you have these restarts, you get tires. It's a simulator, so you would think every set of tires is going to be the same. But it's what you do with them, and it's amazing. Oh, we got smoke and tire smoke.
Smoke on the front stretch. Will that put us under caution? Yes, it does.
Caution is out. So Larry McReynolds, we can throw those trains out the window.
No, we haven't hit the second half of the race yet. We're not even halfway.
Okay, so thank you, smart brother.
It's a long one. It's a very long race here tonight. Again, based on the 600-mile distance of the real deal. And here we got Greg Palmer in the 22 with his bashed up rear end, following Den Francisconi. Also, the damaged 86 car. Okay, 86 nipples the apron, which causes a stack up, check up, and then around goes Greg.
Yeah, he just doesn't have the rear downforce. We've experienced that. Once you get damaged in this sim, or any sim, you're definitely, she might be fast, laps, because she loses, but then that thing just turned around on him.
Yeah, he may have jumped out of there when he saw the car ahead clip the apron, and that just loosened up the rear end.
I missed that. Sorry. I'm so impressed with Ryan Johnson here. Not surprised, but these guys are so good that they can reinvent themselves. But it depends on the track and how you're feeling that night and how how your car is, and this really seems like tonight, Ryan Johnson, he's always where did he come from? But tonight
he's second.
It's like, I'm here, You better deal with me tonight.
A bunch of these guys stayed out too. Kind of surprised. Or did it come in?
We haven't, at least we haven't seen the sun on Friday nights.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Mr. Gregg. Fresh out of the infield care center there. Looked like the second trip for that third trip, actually. Eventful night there for the butt paste mobile.
Yeah, my butt hurt.
I'd say you need some of that product after that one.
We'll send you some preparation H
Well,
from Canada.
No,
he got butt paste, and is your butt looked hurt there, definitely, visually.
yeah, it was, Milt. It was. I mean, I self-spun early in the race, no problem, but took care of that. Tried to stay in the top 10, trying to help my partner Rick Cassell get some points, get up there. And Pops, I don't know what happened to Pops, lost it, whatever, and he was up by the wall, and I guess he thought he was clear, decided to come down middle of the track, and that's when I banged him.
Yeah, he was stuck to the wall, and when he slowed down, and when it finally unglued.
As Dan said.
Yeah, he was magnetized to it, and when he came off the corner, because you see how the wall kind of pops out there. So
Yeah.
it pops you out onto the track again as soon as it demagnetizes, so to speak. And of course, he was going like 50 miles per hour slower, so it's just where the track dumped him out, and he came along at the wrong place, wrong time.
Well,
Yeah.
Greg, how would you, think about your season? In my mind, the 22 has been a strong car every race. Do you feel like promise? I mean, you've been running good. Shit happens. But
Yeah, it does. I mean, I am, I consider myself competitive, but sometimes I do shoot myself in the foot.
yeah.
But I'm stronger on speedways and super speedways. Short tracks and road courses are not my forte at all. But yeah, like I said before, I was just biding my time, staying in the top 10. Hopefully, I was gonna help my teammate Rick Cassell get up there because he's third in points.
Yeah.
My boy Squeegee, my other teammate Shay, he's on vacation for a couple of weeks, so it's open season for first and second place now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really.
He told us about that at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And because, just because I'm such a fan of him and how badass he is and how he's actually just, really showed that this year. And, it's like when Slim Jim got his first championship. It's a guy who could have had 10, 20 championships. And Shay is the same way. So, yeah, you got to love the dude,
Yeah, we lucked out a slingshot when we actually come aboard, man. Really, him and
yeah.
and the highwaymen too.
He
All right,
did
guys,
good.
you're about to go green. I'll stand by.
Hey, you got a heck of a hot shoe picked up this season too with Rick Castle too, so you got a nice
Comet,
lineup there.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
but the pace car is off here on lap 74 of 160. Matt Watkins leading us back to green on old tires there. A few guys in the back of the field took new ones, and I believe we are still a two-stop race from here, so let's see how this one unfolds as
Here
we're
comes
rolling.
Slim Jim Gately. I think Slim Jim's feeling snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
He's feeling it. He's looking good. Oh, speaking of Rick Castle, Rick Castle slideways off too, hangs on to it.
We love this stuff. We have long careers. We have real life careers. We have sim racing careers, and Slim Jim hasn't had the opportunity to really be who he do. And let's see what happens here.
I hope he stays connected. He was linking earlier before in the race. I don't want to pass him.
Well, then
Yeah,
that's
he's
been
looked pretty good to
the
us. It was
Achilles
29
heel all
more.
year.
Right on board here with Ryan Johnson as he wants a piece of this lead. He is nipping Matt Watkins' heels. He knows the time to get him is early on the cold tires.
Well, and I've had some battles with this dude in the 15 here. I
And
wrecked
he's
him
looking
in
low in
the
3,
Indy
and
500 with 2 to go. And I still love that trophy, but thank God he won it the next year, so he got one, because I still felt like crap, for wrecking him. No, what do you do? How do you attack this guy?
if you figure it out, please let me know.
You know what? You're Ryan Johnson, too. Do you play, the tire strategy, or do you? That's the great thing about this track here is you can really drive. If you want to, run a couple laps really fast, you can. Kind of like Darlington, but then you're going to pay the price. My suggestion is make this move quickly.
Oh, Ryan gets some apron there. He slides up the track.
The apron, and here comes Slim Jim. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
Snap yourself into second place.
Yeah, that apron is torture. Yeah, really torture.
Hey, Jam and Jay's celebrating a birthday.
Right there, it's like uphill right, downhill left. It's not just like uphill right and flat left. You hit that camber, look, that corner literally points. It's like a V right there.
And Milt, you can't lift right away when you hit that apron. You cannot lift. You have to ease off and then get back. If you lift, you're gone.
Yep, because it'll unhook the rear wheels and you're gone.
Yes, exactly.
Chat's reminding us through the Jam and Jay fan club that today is Jason Dolfer's birthday. So happy birthday, Jam and Jay.
Let's go.
Right,
I'm sure if Milty heard any of that.
there.
Wow, that's so. Wow, that in-car
Makes the
is
pass.
incredible.
Yeah, I wish
Well,
Jay
you
happy
don't know how hard
birthday
that is.
today. Facebook. Happy birthday, Jay. However old you are.
Hey, currently sitting in 10th place. Looking strong out there.
Johnson on the 23 now. He's filming it tonight. Filling in the building because I'm filming myself. Rick Johnson
Meanwhile-
is on one here.
Meanwhile, the
Caution
3-car.
is out.
Okay, yep. I see him slow now. But I was going to say, meanwhile, the 3-car Mark DeSenza on the move, being the highest running car that took tires on the previous caution.
I'll tell you, he knows how to test these cars on the inside. He finds that little mistake on the car in front of him. He takes advantage. He's good, man. I like Mark.
Yeah.
I like the way he drives.
Okay, Greg, you were in this race. What do you do now? Fill us in here.
I definitely come in at 4. Definitely fill him
The
up.
source of the caution is Pops 99, Pops Markson, motor expired. Oil all over the backstretch.
Scotch blue blow chunks right there.
It sure did. You can see, there he is rolling down the backstretch with the blue smoke of death pouring out the back.
Am I on fire?
Man, hasn't been through enough already.
Yeah,
Feel
we're halfway through here, so definitely come in.
Let's see how they do off the pits here. Who's going to come out first?
Yeah.
Every time, like I was saying before, you gotta know where these guys are pitting and where your stall is.
I'll tell you, this is no time to take 2.
No way.
No way in Jose. Yep.
You just gotta get in your dang stall,
Okay, 23 tires on,
Look at
gone.
how that
He's out before
orchestrates
Watkins.
right
Look at this.
That's
Slim Jim.
amazing.
Oh, and then look at the Ken Hansen. What the?
He must have taken 2. These guys are taking 2. Are you crazy?
Well, and he was in that big wreck earlier, so, who knows what the beer can has got left here.
I think he was in it, but
full.
like just barely. So he may have gotten scot-free on damage.
I'm
He
surprised.
pounded the wall, dude. I saw that. I might forget it because I'm going to grab me a couple more beers here.
Yeah,
But
2 tires and out. Had that spin coming into the pits last time, so put him down a couple spots, and now he's.
I'm surprised that can't answer me because on Tuesday at the chicken run, he didn't have tires at the end of the race, and I wound up passing him for 5th place, but he went up like 7th or 8th. But I'm surprised
he's-
he only took 2.
Maybe he's hoping for that
Oh,
quick
you know what?
caution
Here he
again.
comes back
That's
in.
what I'm thinking too. Oh,
He's coming.
back
He's
in.
coming. No, he's coming back in. So he must have been too close to the wall. That must not have been an intentional 2 tires.
Oh,
No, he wasn't too close to the wall. I looked at that, and he was in the right
Huh.
yeah,
spot,
it
but
didn't
maybe
look
he
like
had it checked
no,
off, right?
Weird. Whatever it was probably not intentional, or he got a penalty. No, he couldn't have got a penalty because he would have dropped back already.
Sometimes as a driver, you have to click your tires, and maybe you had them set on 2, and you didn't click them before you went down pit road.
Yeah, because he got right
Yep.
sides.
I've been there, done that
and
too.
Then you screw up.
I think we've all done that, and probably lost races for it too.
Absolutely. I'll be right back. Sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers.
At least he's smart enough to come in and take 2 lefts.
Cassell's in 5th. Let me go down and see what's going on with him. I'll be right back.
Let me tell you about the one that still haunts me. Is the All-Star race at my old league at Texas. First All-Star race we ran. And I was running away with the damn race and came down to a late caution. And I decided, do I want 2? Do I want 4? Do I want 2? Do I want 4? I hit the space bar. Hit the space bar again. Hit it again. Thinking I had switched back to 4. No. I was 1 short. I needed to hit it 1 more time. So what I ended up taking was no tires. And they passed me like I was tied to the fence on that restart.
At least you didn't spin him out and take the whole field out.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, it was like I was in slow motion compared to everybody else at that point. Yep. So that was over 20 years ago now, and it still haunts me.
20 years ago, man.
Yeah, that was NASCAR 4, 2001. Got Vincent DeShane cheering for Mark DeSenza. Ava Jurek, he's good for Jam and Jay. He's got quite the fan club out there today.
It is his birthday.
Indeed. Da 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 da.
Here's to Jay, he's first class. Here's to Jay, he's a happy birthday.
Well, we got the lights out on the FSB Firebird pace car with the co-goat, Rick Johnson in the lead, Slim Jim, the Professor, Gately in second, and the other co-goat, let's just say the overgoat, the Machine, Matt Watkins in third, the Highwayman, Jim Christopherson in fourth, Ryan Johnson, your series admin, still looking strong in fifth. He really runs well at this track, and he's showing it tonight. Pace car's off here at lap 87
so how
of
did
160.
Rick Johnson go, bro? Get up to P1.
Oh no, everybody's a little domino effect at the start-finish line here. I'm not sure where it started.
Slim Jim
Yeah.
Gately,
Bunch of cars did not go.
Okay, 29, 86 got in the 29, 16. Yeah, it was 3 or 4 cars involved there.
Okay, Rick Johnson's been, up and down this year. So was the 23. These are 2 guys, and here comes the 15. Yes, these guys are all mega aggressive here.
Yeah, so here's the restart. And a bunch of cars just don't go.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't see that.
And Den pulls in. I wonder if he got
Yeah, he would have had it passing to the left on that.
Too bad for the Dan Frasconi.
Yeah, because he's to the left of the 86.
To
and
run
that-
a race like this, especially this long, when you're paraplegic, and all you can do is, physically demanding for him, and to run that hard and that well. He's a racer too, so he understands racing. He's not
Meanwhile,
going to trip on it, but at the same time, when you start to think about your life might be hard, all of our lives are hard, but to imagine what Dan has to go through to get on the track and just to do life every day I can't imagine it. You don't want to imagine it. But then you see dude out on the track here and running competitively. It's it's amazing,
Well, while we were trying to figure out what happened on that
What
restart,
people do, like,
we
inspire you, if you wanted somebody to inspire you, go to Scony.com and just watch what this guy does.
while we were trying to figure out what happened on that restart, we didn't catch what happened to Rick Johnson, but he got shuffled way back there, currently back in 6th place as a freight train went on by.
It seems like the mustard gets off the hot dog. These guys are so good, but we're seeing the guy in the lead doesn't. That's a tribute to the setup and the skill of these drivers.
Look at Watkins riding that
These
bumper.
are not, fixed, fast setups.
I think Watkins wants a Slim Jim. And he gets one.
Snap yourself into a Slim Jim, Matt Watkins.
Sure
These
did.
guys
Yes,
have
resumed the
raced
lead.
against each other for 15 years. In other leagues, and they've known each other since Matt Watkins is probably 16 years old.
That's as close as you
Oh.
want to see it.
Slim Jim and Jim Christopherson just touch back, front and back bumpers.
I think they just barely didn't there, because if any kind of contact in that dog leg usually sends you flying, and they both held on to it.
That was close.
But you see that
so
Christopherson had to pedal it there,
highway, man.
which Christopherson had to pedal it there, and you see it's cost him some momentum they got around him.
Side by side with the 3 inches apart right there. Still side by side. That is so tense. That's a great thing about this track is
The one bad thing, you run
you
that
got
low
to
line.
earn it, dude.
You run that little low line a little too low, and you get a little squirrely.
Mm-hmm. Run it too high, and you got people looking under you.
And
Wow,
it's,
inches off the wall there.
This is like Darlington. It's one of the old school NASCAR tracks. There ain't a lot of room, Darlington,
Yeah,
there's a lot of room. But there's not a lot of room in the sweet spot,
And this dog leg is flat and narrow and kind of scary. The car gets real light through there. Like thumbnail I set for tonight is that the All-Star race finish in 1992. Yeah, Davey Allison came across the line just ahead of Kyle Petty, taking the checkered flag, and then the car is touched in the second part of the dogleg, and Davey went around, and they had to tell him he won the race from the hospital because he was knocked unconscious. And
It's still a fun sport.
he was a tough one.
Not on the simulator, but we're all fans of what the real guys do. And that's why we do this.
It's just either yesterday or today. It was supposed to be Davey Allison's 61st birthday, too. he raced hurt pretty bad that season. He had that big flip at Pocono too. Cracked a bunch of ribs. His eyes are all full of
red.
blood. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And, you know,
okay.
showing up the race.
Sorry, I didn't hear anything. Thanks for going on. So,
We're settled in here coming up
one
on
more
lap
stop
100.
for, if it goes green.
No, it's.
What do you think?
I don't know if they can do it in one from here.
Here comes the number 3. Challenging Ryan Johnson.
On the outside.
On the outside yet. Rick Johnson taking a look
Whoa!
underneath.
Look down low.
52 in the 58
Whoa.
going at Johnson and Johnson. Okay, you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
10-4.
Gotcha.
So that's usually me asking you that question.
Here comes Mark underneath Slim Jim. He
Meanwhile-
wants a Slim Jim.
Meanwhile, 52, Rick Johnson working the outside of Ryan Johnson.
I can't hear any sound here.
Well, we hear you, Milty, so you must have muted your headset or something.
Yeah, sometimes when I take off headset too, I hit the mute button by accident. So check that, Milt.
He can't hear you. I'm going to have to message that to him.
Send him a text.
That's exactly what I just did.
Okay, I think Mark's going to come up and challenge the 15, Matt Watkins.
Yeah, the 3-car, the Wrangler Jeans machine is on the move here. And what better place than Charlotte to charge to the front with those colors? That being the paint scheme, and this being the setting for the famous pass in the grass, which was, let's face it, a save in the grass. The 87 All-Star race.
Tell you, Mark really knows how to exit on those corners.
Yeah, just keeping that momentum up. That's how he's able to make those outside passes.
Yeah, if you watch Watkins' line compared to Mark's,
Let's see.
we can
There
hear
you
you.
got you, Milt.
Hear anything?
Matt runs a little higher out of the corner, and Mark runs a little lower.
There he goes.
Has he got him? Is he going to challenge? Yes, he does. Oh, Slim Jim blinking.
A little bit. A little side to side there.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we hear you, Milty.
Oh. Well, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we've heard you the whole time. What was it? Was it the inline volume?
I pressed something wrong. Okay, so.
All right. Well, we're settled in here.
Tell you, first 5 hours, nose to tail.
Hopefully we get to see green flag pits.
Yeah,
That's what we're looking for.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And you know that guy, that 15 dude, he pretty good.
Yeah, he's all right.
Here comes the 40 down low. Gets Johnson here.
40 takes fifth.
Ryan Johnson reminds me of myself, especially not the early days of FSB, because I was the fastest guy. I'll admit that. But later, as drivers came on, and he's a student of the game here. What's he gonna do here? He's gonna try to undercut these guys. Early, every time you have a restart and you start to run, how's the car gonna run, and who are you dealing with, and how do you have to fight? I'm seeing him here right now, trying to. It's not Daytona where you lose the draft here. There is draft here, but okay, let's chill. Let's look at our tire temperatures. Let's see. These guys are going to get to going up here. Do I want to, undercut? Try to do something pit stop wise to make something happen here. Or is he is falling back?
Yeah, I don't know if he used up too much.
What
Trying to keep up with that.
this guy do?
Goes Rick.
I'd say he probably tries to split this into 2 even runs. I think he wants to. I think you want to short this one.
Yeah, you've won some stuff. You're a pretty good driver. You're not just.
And here comes Mark.
Mark's down low.
There you go. Mark's splitting it.
It's box time here. Mark just sends a down pit road there. What you gonna do when they come for you? Who next?
This is honestly the strategy I expected to see from Ryan Johnson as he started to fall back. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's discussed it with his teammate, Mark DeCenza. Although, no, the 59 remains on the track.
Oh, the 23 blinking there.
Yeah, big blinkage there.
Oh, my gosh. As much as we all pay for this stuff, give us a break here. Here comes Slim Jim Gately down pit road. Wow! Sliding across the line and blinking at the same time.
There comes, Ryan Johnson with him. Ryan Johnson, Slim Jim Gately, and Shane Wisman all hitting pit road here in lap 115. And this is not the final stop. They are going to have to stop one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, a hard hit to the wall for the 40 of Jim Christopherson coming off of turn 4. That is not going to help his long run speed at all. I bet he was probably checking his information before heading to the pits and just got a little distracted.
Dave Wisman off pit road.
15 coming in, 40 coming in.
Good stop by the 34 team there.
So this is leaving Rick Johnson out all by himself.
Whoa! The beer can and Rick Castle down pit road. Beer can sliding sideways. Here comes Matt Watkins out.
And here comes 52 hitting pit road now.
Whoa, just never know how this is gonna work out. This green flag stops. You know, as a fan, this is what you want to see. You know, what did Watkins do there? Here comes Rick Johnson. Go, brother. Down there. Great stop. Nobody around him. This is very clean for the 52 here.
You see the 15, 43, 23, they all remerge together. 52 rolling now.
Oh my gosh!
There's a 31 sliding out of pit road.
31 coming out, man. Brad
Slim
Iron.
Jim.
1, 2, 3, 49 States Marine Corps. Hoorah!
Slim Jim got a little piece of the wall there.
Pecker moment for Brad there. Well, down pit road, DJ Sorrentino. Pit road speed is 45.
Oh no! 52 back down pit road. Penalty for the 52 car, Rick Johnson.
Oh, Rick.
5th place, going down.
That is going to be costly.
Feeling the pressure. You know, who's going to balk here?
Jason Dolfer up 7th.
You know, the
Birthday
veteran
boy.
blue chunks there. Look at this battle! Oh my God! The 29, the 15, the 23, they're all over each other.
29's a lap down.
Yeah, 29's at least a lap down after his penalty.
Yeah.
So the 15, the 23, the 3, and the 40 still duking it out.
Rick Johnson exiting pit road.
I could have
Costing
been a
him a lap.
contender.
Yeah.
40 laps left. Do they have enough gas?
How about the highway
No.
man in the
You know
40
it's
car?
no.
You know,
Yeah,
like
he-
Millen.
You know that, Dan. 40 is just not in the cards at a 1.5 mile track.
Not at all. No, it's not.
What is it? 38, wasn't it?
36 is the most I've seen anybody get on a 1.5 miler. That was an
He
extreme.
has clutch to do that.
Yeah, that was an extreme fuel saver mode that they did. They did. Yeah, that they did right from that they did that they did that they did right from the drop when I didn't think anybody could make it, and they went and did it, and I was like, where did he come from?
Yeah, it was probably Ryan Johnson, I'm thinking.
No, it was.
This ain't no spread out field where this is ball to the wall. Yeah, these guys are running Q laps here. Last
Trying
lap,
to say it.
Jim Christopherson 36. His best lap 35. They're busting it. They're busting
Dan, it was
right here.
Dan. It was Jeff Stone in the trucks at Atlanta. He pulled that 36 lap run, and I didn't think it was possible. I was incredulous when I crossed the line second. Like, how? How was that even possible?
These guys are so badass, man. I mean, I'm so proud to be a part of FSB and then watch this racing. This is badass.
Yeah, I went back and watched him after the race.
You know, I mean, are you not a fan of racing? You know, do you watch real racing? I watch everything that moves, walks, and crawls. And I watch a lot of sim racing stuff too, and I participate. Watch this racing right here. It's just like, do you want to be part of this? I mean, you shouldn't be if you don't, you know.
Well, I'm going to take this opportunity to get a refill, and I'll be right back. Hand it on over to Milt, Dan, and Greg here.
If you want to pretend to be a sim racer, you might want to take a look at this stuff here. Okay, let's go here. So obviously we're gonna stop again, you know.
Oh, without a doubt, definitely going to stop.
And they're driving their asses off, so it's not about, you know, fuel saving. Yeah, they did that under caution. Now they're driving like they stole it. So
Yeah, and then when do you pit? If it goes green all this way, or do you wait for that caution? Lots of choices still.
you know, trends are about, you know, races that ended up green late and just ran green and ended up green. This trend of this race doesn't look like that. These guys are battling a lot of cars, and
You got
there
35
could
laps
be
to go.
another caution.
35
35 laps
to
to go,
Yeah,
wearing
I
their
would
tires
definitely,
out.
I would definitely wait to
Split the difference, wouldn't you?
I would
I might
split
think
it,
of that.
or any time within 30 laps, I would.
Yeah, and if you're the first to pit, you're the one that might just get out ahead of these guys.
Yeah, it's all strategy. This is a game of chess at 160 miles an hour.
So, if you get a caution here pretty soon, still got to pit. Everybody's going to pit. You're going to be, then it'll be academic.
Yeah.
But right now, as a driver, you have to assume it's going to go green.
Yes, you always have to assume. That's why everybody goes with fuel strategy and tire strategy, because they don't expect too many yellows or no yellows at all. But that's few and far between.
In there, my old buddy there, back, I raced against Marcus 18 years ago. 18 years in this sim. And that guy's pretty good.
He is. He's one of our best here at FSB.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that I see him in my mirror. I kind of try to get out of the way the best I can of hitting the wall.
And he's on one here, and he's got his teammate right in front of him, and they got that guy, Matt Watkins. How many times have they battled this dude? And the thing about Matt Watkins is his relentless pursuit of perfection. I mean, you can't waver this guy. His intensity level is so hard.
Got his notes, and remember one track.
If you beat him, I mean, you
You
put
deserve
something
it.
down on paper. Like, I actually beat Matt.
Yeah, my first Pro Cup win was the mirror full of the 15 car, and I'm never going to forget that one.
Well, we're all really good drivers,
Yeah, he practices his car
We're no chumps,
where nobody should go, and he goes there, and he practices that over and over again.
You can't count out anybody in the top 4 here in the first.
Now look at the Highwayman. I had him. I thought he'd knocked the wall down and had taken some damage, but he's hanging with these guys.
He had
he's still still very much a factor. In touch with these 4 years. The 29 car, Jeff Hale, he's a lap down, but he's hanging on to that lucky dog spot by attacking onto this group. Because the next car 1 lap down is Rick Johnson, and you can see he's not even in the picture right now. In fact, I'll put him up on the right side there. He is just entering the backstretch when these guys are in 3 and 4.
There's another great pit stop driver that was in this league, and his name was Damien Costilla. And I think Matt learned a lot from Damien about how to maximize pit stops. Everybody has gone up, but when it comes to if the state stays green.
Ooh, big blinks from the 23.
Yeah, 23.
The 23 there. If the thing stays green, well.
Oh, there he goes.
Think about a great.
He gone. No, he's back.
Great thing about a great, the thing about a great pit stop guy is, can you, will you overdo it, and Matt could do that, but what's in his mind right now?
Right back.
Slim settled down there after that brief little blink. That smelled like someone loading a Netflix
I
episode
like
right there.
his chances right now.
He's going to get out of the way, though.
He's hearing that from his teammates and possibly from the other drivers here. It's just once again this crud. Man, been there. It just takes the heart out of you. You want to be able to compete. Jeff Hale's definitely told him that. And Sportsman is, Glenn is, he gave that spot up. What do we do with the 15 here? The Highwayman coming on up here. All their minds are thinking about right now is we're going to have to stop again. Let's stay in status quo here. And then we're going to have to make that baby happen. As fans, and
Johnson has hit the
drivers,
pits.
we definitely love to see EF stops here because it separates the men from the boys.
Ron Johnson completed his service. 52 of Rick Johnson will be hitting pit road now.
Here we go.
But remember, Rick Johnson is a lap down. And this stop comes with 22 to go.
I have to do that too.
And this is an exact split. They came in at 116, which was 22 laps ago. And it's 22 to go, and they hit it with 138.
Talking, splitting it in half.
Yep, split into 3 even runs on tires. So I expect to see 15 coming any lap now.
You're seeing tire jag last lap for Marcus is at 31.4, best lap 33.99. So how long are you going to stay out when guys start to pit? Because you're going to lose time. Car's starting to fall off. When you're in the lead pack here, you don't want. Here we go, 3-car, Marcus Sinza, and he gets sideways. Does him.
I think he saved it.
Oh my gosh, Burt Reynolds right there.
The Joey Chitwood entry here. Here we go.
That was great stuff right there. You gotta show that, dude.
Just did. Woo!
You're all over it. That's my producer, Sean Reed is badass there.
So here he is getting his service now.
Here comes Slim Jim and Jeff Hale.
Shorts right there, because that'll.
What did I miss, Sean?
Wow!
Oh man,
number
Mark
3
DeSenza.
in sideways.
Yeah.
Does Mark DeSenza put on a show, or are you kidding me?
Yeah, he came into the pits dead sideways. We'll see if he got it down to speed in time.
I don't care, I'll put my. Okay, so we got.
Here comes Matkins.
Box here.
With the Highwayman behind him.
Highwayman.
Number 3's out of pits, and he's on the back stretch.
Yeah, I've got him up. I'm watching him. He has not come back in yet.
That thing was sideways. Marcus that's his Achilles heel. We all know that. But Then again, you don't think this guy has
Right back.
isn't going for it? Matt Watkins down pit road.
23 out,
Exiting.
and Mark's past him.
There you go.
Matt
Looks like Mark's
Watkins
sticking out there.
Best,
Oh,
one of
caution,
the
caution
best
on the
in
speedway.
NASCAR 2000. In fact, he's
Yellow
probably the best
flag.
in 2003.
Yellow
Boom.
flag.
Boom.
Looks like Ken Hansen got a piece of that one.
Oh my gosh. How this is going to unfold here.
Yeah, we'll have to see where all this
Cars still
shakes
being
out.
there. That's going to give him
Looks
track
like
position.
Shane
Oh,
was making
no.
a pit.
He missed the...
Oh.
Yeah,
Such
Shane
a
had the
great
message
run
up.
for the 34 there.
You can see the message there on the screen. Westman had the pit notification up and was slowing it up to go in there.
And Rick, bad spot.
Looks like Rick missed it.
Yep, and then collected the 9.
Got a bunch of cars here. Got Jason Dolfer and Ken Hansen.
Oh,
Hard hits
yep.
for all those guys.
Oh.
Ooh. Matt Watkins is still scored as your leader. I guess because he was the last one. He was the last of the lead lap cars to pit, so he didn't get trapped. So that worked out. That was why he wanted to stay out and be the last one in. Because he knew he could outpit them, and he knew that if the pit cycle had a caution in it, he wouldn't get trapped. T.G. Reese has snuck himself into the top 5, though. He's scored 3rd. Although heading down pit road this lap.
Ding.
Actually, Soaring has to cycle
How about
through.
the old veteran there? How about that? Way to go, TG.
Yeah, he
I've
pitted the
also
sign.
raced
He pitted.
against
He
him
pitted.
for like,
He,
well, like 18 years.
he pitted this time by though, so he surrender that and fall back in the field. But he is still on the lead lap, so that's something. Your lucky dog. Who
Way
is
to
your
get
lucky
out
dog
there
going to be?
and compete, brother.
I think the lucky dog should still be Jeff Hale in the 29.
Hail us old guys.
They're showing Ryan Johnson down a lap, too.
Actually, look, Ryan Johnson is being scored as the free pass. So he should be pitting this time and getting himself an end of longest line. Dropping to the back. He got lucky because we're getting close to the 10 to go.
What could have been for the 86 here? This is a great run for DJ. But
Missed his pit,
down,
had to
down
back up.
pit road, yeah. You can't make one mistake and try to win in this league. It's just that simple. Because they're so good, Not gonna happen.
I mean, it does happen sometimes. I've had nights where I've done everything in my power to throw it away and somehow stepped in it and ended up winning the damn thing. And I've had nights where I did everything perfect and I got lapped.
On Friday nights, Friday nights seem to be different, even though, like Pro Cup and that stuff is so intense. And it's not on TV, but for some reason on Friday nights it's a lot harder.
It's the big one. Everyone wants to win these. We got Dave Ellens, speaking of winners, your Talladega winner, checking in. How's it looking out there for you, Dave?
Well, it wasn't looking for a while, and all of a sudden, here we are.
You're being scored 5th right now.
Getting bounced around like a pong ball early in the race, but how's your car?
I think my crew did a pretty good job of knocking that fender out and straightening the front wheel. And, I'm not fast anymore, but I'm just trying to hang on.
Well, you were fast enough to be in the position to stay on the lead lap on that pit cycle. And
I saw Watkins coming. We were pedaling as fast as we could.
Rule number 1 the 15 car, whatever he does, probably a good idea. You might want to do what he's doing.
Yeah, well, we'll
Lights
see
are
how
off on the
the
pace
rest of this
car.
shakes out. I just want to say hi to everybody out there, and we'll see everybody later on.
Right on, Dave.
Keep up the good work there, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Enjoy
great
Mexico.
racing, brother.
Thanks, buddy.
These guys are amazing, man. I mean, just don't know how hard this is. Unless you've done it.
All right, so we're going to take this restart with 12 to go.
Longest lap in the series, or longest race in the series.
Yep, for the
Oh,
600, 40% of 600 miles here tonight.
Well, if you're the 40, what do you do with Matt Watkins? In the Indy 500, I had Matt Watkins in front of me. I told Jim Ray I wasn't going to wreck him, and I wrecked him, and I won the race. Didn't want to wreck him, but what are you going to do with the 15 here?
Follow him. Hopefully he makes a mistake.
I was just glad he won it the next time. Him making the mistake, that's
Slim and
I
none.
like it here.
And then if he's behind you, then you're the one that makes the mistake usually.
Yeah, you know, I mean, drivers get in your head. You
Oh,
know?
we got Brad Otto on the wall. Stuck there like a magnet. He's out. Nobody's hit him. No yellow.
Nine to go.
Ken Hansen rolling down pit road here. Wonder if he incurred a penalty of some kind on that restart.
His car was pretty damaged from that last accident. Oh, he did probably. He got knocked into the pits and he was going extra
Here's
fast.
DeSenza all over the 40.
The Sens are looking
The
low.
highwayman DeSenza's trying to make the
Got
move
him.
here. He's not settling for P3 here. He wants to go for the win here, but he's still got a battle.
We got 8 laps to do it.
Other battles throughout the race here, Clem Gately, falling back voluntarily, kind of. His connection is hammered
No bueno.
here. It's what a shame.
Oh yeah, he's going in and out. Dave Allen's putting up a hell of a battle, keeping those dogs off his butt.
51, or 52 rather, is still a lap down. 53 would be the next car for position there, I believe. Oh no, Rick Johnson is scored on the lead lap. Rick Johnson got back on, I guess, through that pit cycle, so...
Yeah, and he makes the pass.
In all the race, I've raced a lot, gets a lot of great drivers here in this league, but when that 3 car gets the bit in his mouth, you're gonna watch out. Yeah, you got the great Matt Watkins in front of you, but the 3 is coming, folks.
3 is really good on the
We're
short
about
term.
to have some business right
Yeah,
here.
I think so.
But what we missed through that whole cycle was that by being the first to pit road out of all of the
There
cars...
Here he comes.
Come on, Mark! Come on, Mark!
Nope, can't
Oh,
quite
the
get there.
caution
Oh,
is
yellow!
out.
Caution is out. That could be the end.
Oh my gosh!
We'll have to see if this gets
Dang it,
restarted.
man. Come on! The 3 was coming! Dude, I'm telling you. We know who Matt Watkins is, but we don't know, the 3, Mark DeSenza, had a heart attack. he wasn't himself for a while. Got healthy and got back on the sim track.
And here's the source.
Then we seen him get a win. And dude can roll.
59, Ryan Johnson just got the lucky dog, and then he blowed up on the front stretch.
Come on, I think we're gonna go green for.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson wouldn't have got a lucky dog with less than 10.
In this sim,
He got it
4
last
laps
one,
to go,
'cause there's more than 10.
Oh, okay.
It's
Right.
done.
That's
And then
right.
I think we got enough time here. I think we're gonna get a one lapper here. Let's see. Either way, have these guys put on a show or what? Are you kidding me? This is like, I mean, do you see that in iRacing? No, maybe at the top levels, but
Probably in
don't
league
want that.
races there. Definitely not in those pickup races.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But this is a great show, dude. Come on. Give me,
Right now.
give me a green white checker here. I think that could happen.
It could
See
turn
what
into a
the
checkers
base
or
car
wreckers
does.
situation, too.
Matt Watkins, obviously he's been running here and other series I haven't watched, but first time on Friday night in a while, and he hasn't missed a step. Slush puppy getting it done here. This computer I'm sitting here on is about 7, 8 years old. He built it for me. It's still, knock on wood, still running. He's a multifaceted dude. That wonderful guy, but when he gets behind the wheel, he's a tiger.
Just checking over the standings, and this is indeed his first start here in season 42 on a Friday night.
Wonderful dude. But when he gets behind the wheel, he gonna get it done here, or he gonna try it. Come on, let's see one to go here. Well, actually, we got a few laps here.
Let's see. Let's
This
look at those
is
lights.
This is gonna go green.
Lights out. Lights out, Milty.
Lights out. Let's go.
2-lap shootout. Green, white, checker.
Vince Oscar sent me something, former admin, about how long NASCAR 2003 has been around. And
It's right there in the title.
This sim. And the greatness of this sim. And how after all these years, it's still so badass. And so it's amazing. And lights are out.
10 cars still on the lead lap.
And you can still get this game. And cheap. iRacing is, I love it. That's what I do. That's where we've gone. But this stuff is badass. And it's all because of this sim.
Pace car is off. Matt Watkins leads us back to the green-white checkered finish here.
Matt Watkins great at restarts. He
Yeah, it's no slouch
knows
behind him.
how to play here. Decision all over his ass. Let's go. Come on, get him. Let's go. Very hard to make something happen in one lap here. But they have worn tires, but you think Matt Watkins is going to make a mistake? You know, kiss my butt.
Don't count out Rick Johnson.
There he goes. He's going to move. Is he going to make it? No, he
Rick
can't
Johnson
get
was
there.
looking for fourth.
Not just going to happen here, and Matt Watkins wins it.
White flag in the air. White flag in the air.
Oh, it's white
Guilty.
flag. All right. Crap. All right, let's go. You still have
What's he
work
got
here.
for him?
What's going to happen in the back of, you know, top 5 here? Let's go.
And he can't get to him. He's going to be clear off 4, it looks like. Matt Watkins,
you're not
Mark
gonna get
DeSenza.
it here. Matt Watkins clears it. Dude
Jim
in
Christopherson.
front, he ain't going to falter. He just doesn't do that.
Slim Jim holds on to 4th. And a nice bounce back for 5th place from the 52 of Rick Johnson.
Great run for Slim, even though, man, you know, he's still struggling with, you know, Highwayman P3. This guy's badass or what? Is that great racing? I think so.
And Matt Watkins going to do a little landscaping here.
I would, if I even would know how to do it. Been a long time.
Matt Watkins first, Mark DeSenza second, Jim the Highwayman Christopherson third, Slim Jim Gately fourth, Rick Johnson fifth, Tom Reese, TG hanging on to the top 10 there. Brings the
How
53
about
car
that?
home sixth. Dave Ellens, despite his trials and tribulations, hangs on again for a top 10 lead lap finish there in seventh. Shane Wisman, Rick Castle, Jason Dulfer, last car on the lead lap, rounds out your top 10, with Jeff Hale still being trapped a lap down after that restart debacle. DJ Sorrentino, last car running 12th place, 2 laps down. We had, looks like 10 retirees tonight. A couple of engines blown. Den retiring after the penalty. A few crashes here and there. I'm not sure what Ken Hansen retired for. I guess his car was just too damaged to continue. They're just not worthwhile. Tom Jackson listed officially out through accident, as well as Chris Beckman, Donald Ritchie. But yeah, great night overall. We had green flag stops. We had differing strategies. That strategy there I was trying to talk about with Rick Johnson got to get him back into position. He pitted before the leaders when he was a lap down, so he came out ahead of them. That's how he got his lap back. He didn't need the lucky dog. Great move there. Veteran move there by Rick Johnson in the 52, and you see that moves him into second in the points, with Ken Shea missing the night. And Ryan Johnson already has those points updated. And, oh, after my computer crashed, my camera is all wonky. I'm gonna have to fix that. Meanwhile, Milty can head on down and get our podium finishers for us.
Maybe.
You can remember how to do it, yeah. Hey, let there be white balance. There we go. I no longer look like, I don't know, like I'm in a spaceship or something. Rick Castle hanging on to third place there. He had a rough night there, getting caught up in that late wreck on the pit stop cycle. Came in 9th tonight, but still in the hunt, still in the 18 back. Chris Beckman, another rough points night. First car out tonight. Actually, this is just the third car out, but being caught up in that early wreck did not help his points situation. Just shutting some things down here as Milty gathers up our finishers. There we go. And so next week, our schedule takes us to, let's see where. Let's see, we were the Rock last week. Lowe's night tonight, and then next week, one of my absolute favorites, Darlington. The Lady in Black, the track Too Tough to Tame, the Egg. Love Darlington. I'm going to be chomping at the bit, not being out there on the track for that one. And Milty's still gathering up our podium finishers. Yeah, you know how you can talk. Chicagoland after that, New Hampshire, and Homestead. So the 4 races remaining. This was the 8th of the 12 races in the season. We are 2/3 of the way through. And with Ken Shea now falling down in the points, missing. He said he's going to miss 2 starts, I believe, and he could still come back and win this thing if he finishes strong at the last 3 races. We'll see what the future holds there for him. All right, we got Jim Christopherson, the Highwayman, our 3rd place finisher. Actually, the whole podium's up here in the booth now, thanks to Milty. Jim, great run there. I had you counted out. I thought you'd knocked the right side off on the dog leg there, but came back strong and gave it a good run. Tell us about your run, man.
Yeah, just happy to be up on the podium tonight, actually. Good run to Matt and Mark. It was a fun race. Great setup, man. That was fun racing. I typically, I don't know, I have a hard time at Lowe's, but this one's just on rails all night long, so a lot of fun.
Well,
that's not how it felt Tuesday. That's weird.
Tough, and a lot of green flag racing, considering how hard this track is. So that definitely tells, the setup was good.
Yeah, I'm really glad we got some green flag pit stops here at the end. That made it a little bit more interesting.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, 2 of them there, and then the caution came out, and I thought it was going to be, thought it was going to throw things into chaos, but it looks like because Matt was the last one in, nobody got trapped a lap down. So that was good to see that you guys were able to race it out for the finish there.
Yeah, I was actually thinking we'd gotten screwed there, but it worked out to our advantage because I think it put a couple guys a lap down that were racing up there for the lead. Actually,
no, it didn't trap anybody, but it unlapped Rick Johnson because he'd been the first to pit road, so he gained a little bit of time on you guys as you all came in, and so it cycled out nicely. But good job overall there, Jim. And then 2nd place there, Mark DeSenza. He was charging. What'd you need? Man, did you have anything for him, or just run out of time?
Yeah, I back off a little bit. No.
I don't think so.
Did I really finish?
You let him win, right?
But, first a shout out to a buddy of mine, Dave Silva. He's probably watching tonight. And Quinn and Benny. But, good job, Matt. And Class Act there, Jim Christopherson. He a couple times Slim warped, and he backed off rather than go for a position, when Slim let us by. And, I don't think I had anything. I was kind of waiting for him to make a mistake. I set myself up in a good position. I said, I got Matt Watkins. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be great. But now he just was running too consistent for me to really get a run. I mean, a couple times I was Couldn't try to get alongside of him, but I knew when I got to the corner, I wouldn't have hurt outside, and he would have came. I would have had to back off as I should, and would have lost a lot of momentum. So I just waited for a mistake that didn't happen. But it was a fun race. And a shout out to the teammate Slim, ran good. He had some damage, and Ryan Johnson ran good as well, and he blew up.
He detonated. That was the last caution.
DJ's coming right along. You'll be seeing him in the podium here.
Oh yeah, he was fast all night and got caught up in some stuff there.
He
fell back.
Actually ran a great race. He just got kind of freight train and then lost track position, and the competition was just too good. He could never get it back.
Yeah, a lot of guys are fast.
What the 86 could do, definitely.
Yep, absolutely. But all in all, it was a great race. Thanks to you guys for broadcasting and everything. Yeah. I'm just glad to finish a race, to be honest with you. In the last couple, I haven't finished a lot of races, but
yeah, you're pretty far back in the points there. You're showing 13th in the points there, so that tells you it's been an unlucky kind of season.
I might have missed a week or two. I don't remember, but yeah, I'm just glad to run good.
Your pit stop was, I mean, I hope.
That was the highlight right there. I went back and showed it.
Sideways coming in.
Yeah,
that was badass.
At least I didn't speed.
R.I.P. would be like, my dad would be like, that was badass, dude.
Yeah, a lot of give and take tonight. I mean, you had to. I mean, it was a great setup, great everything. It was fast. It was fun. It just kept you on your toes a little bit, but great setup. Matt was strong. He would have had to make a mistake.
He's Matt Watkins.
Yeah, I hear you. I never beat him. Never.
Sideways, bro. That was badass.
One time, I think he let me win.
Mark, I'm getting sick of looking at his bumper too.
Oh.
In fact, we should probably just shut it down right here, right?
They beat his ass. I dare you.
Well, if Matt don't make a mistake, chances are you ain't gonna get by him. And even if he does, he could usually correct fast enough to, So, but I gave it what I had. That was it. He was just better. As others too.
Good stuff there, Mark. You were fun to watch all night, cutting through the field. Made some of the biggest moves of the night. But Matt Watkins, another dominating run. First Friday night appearance this season, as far as I can tell. And you go out there and win it, so you got the 1,000 winning percentage going there.
Yeah, I've been enjoying kicking back, watching the broadcasts, and having fun doing that. But I was like, Lowe's, Charlotte default. I like that track. I should show up. So
yeah,
it's a really fun track. And,
it is.
Setup was good. Thing was on rails tonight. It was absolutely perfect. So
did it seem to drive a little different Tuesday night than tonight? It seemed like we were looser Tuesday.
It was. For me, I just drove it harder every lap. Like the harder I drove it, the more consistent it was. So
yeah, crazy, wasn't it?
I know. Tuesday, I was trying to save tires, and I was just all out every lap.
I think there was a difference between the default Charlotte on the VPS server and the default one on here, because I don't remember seeing the notification about grip on Tuesday night. And then tonight, both my computers said, "Hey, you've been adjusted for a different grip here."
I didn't get that.
I don't think I got that actually.
No, I didn't.
Tuesday. Yeah, so I didn't get it Tuesday, but I got it tonight.
So
I wonder if I'm thinking the two tracks are different.
If Matt Watkins likes to set up and his car feels good, you're not getting by him. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
Right
Oh yeah, that and it needs to be changed
that
too.
Was just finish, Matt. I mean,
tried, but. Yeah.
I looked at my mirror. I was like, "Oh hell, Mark's still out here. It's about to get serious now. These last 10 laps." It's like, "Oh man."
It was.
It was good stuff.
I had to beat you. I mean, that was definitely. Mark was. He needs some more time. Yeah, but it was great to see a finish under green.
Absolutely.
And a lot of green flag stops.
2 green flag stops there at the end.
The level of how good these guys are is amazing.
Yeah. Mark literally never loses momentum off the corner, so if you blip the tiniest amount,
I was waiting.
You're screwed. I'm like,
Matt,
even if I
look the other way
I'm just not lifting. If I got to drive to the wall, I'm not lifting. So
I waited for that mistake. It never came. Well, a couple of them did, but I never run.
When Matt Watkins shows up, the intensity level, he's a mild-mannered
Gotta
talking
be on your
guy,
game,
but
or
when
you ain't
he's
gonna win.
behind the wheel, he's a tiger, dude.
Yep.
Well, congratulations, Matt. Again, our podium finishers, Jim Christopherson and Mark DeSenza. Thanks for all of you joining us here for the post-race shows. We'll wrap this one up.
What a great show.
Another great race. And then next week we're at Chicagoland. Oh, no, next week we're at Darlington, then Chicagoland. And
Darlington, that's your worst track, ain't it? You hate that place, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, please, yeah. Kyle Petty said he wanted to
broadcast that race. How do you do it?
Too.
How the hell do you even broadcast that race?
Love Darlington. Going to be itching to jump out there with you guys. And then Chicagoland, New Hampshire, and Homestead to wrap it up. So we're heading into the final stretch here. 4 races left to go. I'll see you all next week for that. Thanks as always, my partner Milton Minter Jr. joining me in Sound and Vision from Fresno, California. Thanks everybody joining us in the YouTube chat, liking, subscribing, spreading the word that Ryan Johnson, Sam Young keeping FSB NASCAR 2003 and this Friday night deal going. Thank you guys for all your admin help there. And of course, Bill Farmer, he checked in after he got wrecked out there. Short night for him on the track, but we appreciate him putting up the hardware that these guys are racing for, which, as you can see, the points have tightened. Rick Johnson is now, now 8 points back with Ken missing a race, probably missing next week too. Should be interesting to see how that plays out down the stretch. And we'll resume that next week. And so for tonight, for FSB Racing Live, I've been Sean Reap and saying good night. Thanks for joining us.